The truth behind America's most lethal round. When thinking of deadly ammo, most imagine large caliber or high-tech rounds. But real-world data from trauma surgeons and law enforcement shows the deadliest cartridge in U.S. history isn't what you'd expect. This deep dive reveals why a modest round holds that title. Real-world data on handgun effectiveness. Ballistic gel is helpful, but actual shooting data is better. The FBI, based on decades of officer-involved shootings, found little difference in stopping power among 9.40s and W, and 45 ACP. Even NYPD's analysis of over 200 shootings reached the same conclusion: caliber often doesn't determine outcome. Dr. Andreas Grabinski's research shows most people stop fighting after being shot not due to physical injury, but psychological surrender. Only about 20% require CNS hits or severe blood loss to stop, and that depends more on shot placement than caliber. Greg Ellifritz's study of over 1,800 shootings echoed this. He found minimal variation in shots to stop across calibers. Surprisingly, BOT T2LR had a higher one-shot stop rate than the 45 ACP, though it also failed more dangerously. His conclusion: mindset and accuracy outweigh caliber. Military data supports this. The shift back to 9 by U.S. forces, including SOCOM, was driven by similar performance, lower recoil, and higher capacity thanks to modern ammo advancements. What actually makes a round effective? Penetration is the top priority. FBI standards require 12-18 inches in ballistic gel to account for real-world variables like barriers and body types. Expansion matters too, but only if it's reliable after passing through barriers like denim or glass. Weight retention helps the bullet stay on track and penetrate deeply. Control and accuracy under stress are vital, as most shots miss in real encounters. Lower recoil rounds like 9 improve follow-ups. Capacity gives you more margin for error. Higher round counts in smaller calibers can be life-saving. Reliability is non-negotiable. Ammo must function flawlessly in your firearm, especially under stress. Common myths debunked. Myth 1. Large calibers knock people down. Physics says no handguns don't have that force. Myth 2. Handguns cause hydrostatic shock. Most don't reach the speed needed for that effect. Myth 3. One shot stops the threat. Reality. Multiple hits are often needed unless vital structures are hit. Myth 4. The 1986 Miami shootout proved 9mm failed. It actually highlighted the need for better penetration, not bigger calibers. The FBI later returned to 9mm with modern ammo. Myth 5. Expansion is more important than penetration. Inconsistent or shallow expanding rounds can be fatal flaws. Penetration remains the top priority. Pros and cons of popular calibers. No round is perfect. Each comes with trade-offs. But today's 9 offers a balance of performance, capacity, control, and availability that's hard to beat, explaining why it remains America's most lethal and widely used handgun round. 9mm Luger. Advantages. Allows for significantly higher magazine capacity in handguns of similar size, typically between 15 and 20 rounds. Generates relatively low recoil, which makes fast and accurate follow-up shots easier for most shooters. Modern hollow point loads have been thoroughly vetted and perform exceptionally well in the FBI's ballistic protocols. By far, the most cost-effective centerfire cartridge for frequent practice, crucial for maintaining proficiency. Available in the widest variety of pistols, from ultra-concealable subcompacts to full-size duty weapons. Drawbacks. Its smaller bullet diameter can concern those who prioritize wound channel width. Cheaper or poorly made ammunition may fail to meet ideal penetration and expansion benchmarks. Standard pressure loads may underperform when fired from very short barrels under 3 inches. Still occasionally dismissed by those who adhere to outdated bigger is better thinking. 10mm auto. Advantages. Offers exceptional penetration and barrier performance, making it a top choice for woods, carry, or situations involving heavy clothing. High muzzle velocity helps ensure hollow points expand reliably even from shorter barrels. One of the few semi-automatic handgun calibers that's viable for defense against both human and animal threats. Performs well with heavier subsonic bullets when paired with suppressors. Balances power and versatility between 9mm and Magnum-level revolver cartridges. Drawbacks. Produces stout recoil, particularly in compact handguns, which can affect accuracy and control. Lower magazine capacity compared to 9mm in firearms of equivalent size. Ammunition costs significantly more, limiting how often many people can practice with it. Fewer options available in lightweight or compact concealed carry pistols. 45. Automatic Colt Pistol ACP. Advantages. Its wide bullet diameter creates a large permanent wound channel, enhancing terminal performance. Ideal for suppressed use due to its naturally subsonic velocity with standard loads. Still carries a psychological intimidation factor due to its reputation and large bore. Proven history of military and defensive use spanning over a century. Functions effectively at standard pressure without needing higher pressure plus P loads. Drawbacks. Typically allows for only 8 to 10 rounds in standard double-stack or single-stack magazines. Follow-up shots are slower for most shooters due to increased recoil and muzzle rise. Firearms chambered in 45 ACP are generally larger and heavier for comfortable use. Ammunition is relatively expensive compared to 9mm, increasing the cost of routine practice. Despite its size, it doesn't possess magical knockdown power as some believe. 40 Smith & Wesson. Advantages. Bridges the gap between 9mm capacity and 45 ACP's power. Delivers a solid mix of expansion and penetration with well-designed defensive ammunition. Was widely adopted by law enforcement for years, resulting in a broad ammo selection and performance data. Handles intermediate barriers better than most 9mm loads. Offers noticeably more energy than standard pressure 9mm rounds. Drawbacks. Known for producing a sharp, snappy recoil impulse that many shooters find difficult to manage. Increased chamber pressure leads to more wear and tear on firearms over time. Slowly being phased out by police agencies and manufacturers in favor of modern 9mm systems. Training ammo is pricier than 9mm, making frequent range sessions less affordable. 357 Magnum. Advantages. Delivers powerful, fight-stopping performance with the right load both on the street and in the backcountry. High muzzle velocity promotes consistent expansion, even from partial or older bullet designs. Long-standing reputation with both defensive shooters and outdoorsmen. Compatible with both revolvers and lever-action carbines for added versatility. Drawbacks. Recoil and muzzle blast are intense, especially when fired from snub-nose revolvers. Typically limited to 5 or 6 rounds in most concealed carry revolvers. Ammunition costs are high, especially for full-power defensive loads. Very few new handgun designs are chambered in this caliber. Carrying it concealed isn't practical for many due to its weight, size, and recoil characteristics. 5.7 by 28 mm. Advantages. Extremely flat trajectory makes it suitable for longer-range pistol engagements. Very low recoil allows for fast, accurate double taps and controlled strings of fire. High-capacity magazines are standard, often holding 20 or more rounds. Offers solid performance against soft body armor in certain configurations. Drawbacks. Narrow bullet diameter translates to smaller wound channels compared to traditional service calibers. Specialized ammunition is both expensive and sometimes difficult to source. Few true defensive bullet designs are available, limiting versatility. FBI protocol performance has raised questions about its effectiveness for civilian self-defense roles. 380 Automatic Colt Pistol, ACP. Advantages. Ideal for ultra-compact pistols that are easy to conceal in a pocket or waistband. Soft recoil makes it an excellent option for newer shooters or those with weaker grip strength. Premium defensive loads now meet FBI minimum penetration standards in controlled tests. Very manageable for shooters who struggle with larger, more powerful calibers. Concealability is outstanding due to smaller firearm profiles. Drawbacks. Even with top-tier ammo, 380 ACP remains underpowered relative to 9mm and up. Performs poorly when confronted with heavy clothing or hard barriers. Expansion is inconsistent with many mass-market hollow-point designs. Overall, it lacks the stopping capability of larger service calibers and may require more precise shot placement. 22 Long Rifle. Advantages. Virtually no recoil, making it the best choice for brand new shooters or those building confidence. Found in a vast range of firearm types from pocket pistols to full-size revolvers. Excellent for small game hunting, target shooting, or dispatching pests with minimal overpenetration. Extremely affordable and easy to store in bulk, available at nearly every sporting goods store in America. Drawbacks. Not recommended as a primary self-defense option due to its low terminal performance. Rimfire ignition is less reliable than centerfire, increasing the chance of misfires. Performance varies significantly between manufacturers and even individual production lots. Priming compound in rimfire cartridges is more sensitive to moisture and long-term degradation than centerfire rounds. Advancements in ammunition, especially over the past 25 years, have reshaped the role of caliber in self-defense. Modern hollow points are vastly improved, featuring pre-skive jackets, bonded cores, polymer tips, and reliable expansion even from compact guns. Another key innovation is barrier-blind performance. Today's rounds can penetrate materials like glass, drywall, and heavy clothing while still expanding and maintaining effective penetration. These improvements mean shot placement with quality ammo now matters more than caliber size. Surprisingly, the T-22 long rifle is involved in more shootings fatal and non-fatal than any other round in the U.S. It's the world's most produced cartridge, widely owned, cheap, low recoil, and heavily used for training and everyday carry. Despite its small size and low energy, the 22LR has proven lethal when accurately placed, especially at close range. Its effectiveness isn't due to power, but to how frequently it's used in real-life encounters. Its ubiquity, not ballistic strength, makes it America's deadliest round. The real threats are often the most common. And there you have it, the truth behind one of America's most misunderstood calibers, and the evolving science behind bullet effectiveness. We're not here to stir controversy or hype fear. Our mission is simple: to promote awareness, encourage safe and responsible gun ownership, and help our community make smarter choices based on facts, not myths. At the end of the day, any round deserves respect. Whether it's a powerful 10mm or a tiny 22 long rifle, it's the shooter's understanding, preparation, and mindset that makes all the difference. Now we want to hear from you. Did any of today's breakdowns surprise you? Have your own thoughts or experiences with these calibers? Share them in the comments below. We read every one. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss a deep dive into ammunition science, firearms history, or gear reviews. Until next time, stay sharp, stay safe, and shoot straight.